Recorded live from the dungeon, this is the Dream Warrior Review, and I'm Kurt Thomas.
And coming at you live from the hills of Tennessee, straight from his Tennessee Hyundai,
I'm Mick Strawn.
Mick Strawn.
So, we've seen Underwater.
Oh my gosh, have we seen that or have we seen it?
I saw the hell out of it.
Excuse me, the following includes spoilers. Thank you.
So LL Cool J, Samuel L. Jackson, and oh wait, hold on, I had the wrong one.
Yeah, that's you're thinking. I know what you're thinking of.
Okay, oh yeah,
This is
so
without.
a crew.
This is without the shark. This is with Cthulhu.
Right. Yeah, this is with Godzilla.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Cthulhu. No, this is Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
A crew of aquatic researchers work to get a safety after that. We don't really need to describe this. It's basically these people trapped underwater. They're trying to figure out how to get out. It's kind of cliche, but it's been done a million times. And actually, I was surprised that it was better than I thought it would be. A little bit.
I didn't hate it. I like that.
I didn't either.
When you're going into a movie and you're going, hey, well, I didn't hate it. No, but
I was expecting to hate it.
I was expecting to totally hate it, and I have to say that 12-year-old boy that was running around.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
She saved everything.
Right. In his underwear.
In his underwear. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So when I saw the black guy, I was like, I hope they don't kill him first. I just hope they don't kill him first. I kept saying that to myself.
Spoiler alert.
As they killed him first. Yeah.
I didn't think the underwear was necessary. In fact, I mean, if they're going to go that way, they might as well have had the two women hook up at some point. I mean,
right.
Come on.
Spoiler alert.
The shower scene, that would have been a perfect opportunity to have the other one show up.
It's true, and the thing is I'm just not necessarily sure that that's the woman that you need running around in underwear, because she really does look like a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah, I was more interested in the other one.
Yeah, exactly. But she made it out alive.
Right.
Oh, wait.
I like how we're just spoiling the hell. No, let's just spoil it.
Yeah,
We'll put that. Yeah, we'll warn people at the beginning.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Whatever, I don't care.
Yeah.
This is like a below average for me, but
yeah,
do you think
it was the thing,
it was entertaining.
It was entertaining, but the thing that I think that was the best out of it was kind of the battle that they were having against. Yeah, it was almost like them against the machines that were breaking down because of Cthulhu, right? You know, there was there was only one obvious Cthulhu versus human thing going on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, I want to know how the explosion happened in the first place. That was kind of like very vague. Like, okay, what happened to make everything explode and collapse? What happened? That's
kind of what I'm saying. Is in the end, it kind of seemed like it was them against the fact that they're under thousands of feet of water. Not necessarily them. Again.
Yeah, it was more like, you're right. It's like, it's kind of like Cloverfield. At the end, all of a sudden, there's this giant thing.
Exactly. 10
Cloverfield Lane is what I'm thinking of.
Right. Exactly. No, you're exactly right. And
that's, what was that other one that we saw with, they were in space? And there's like a Cloverfield thing at the end.
Right, yeah. And when it drops in, it's like a toothpick dropping into like the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was like, and there wasn't any character development. It was just all about the story. So it could have been like a bunch of puppets, as far as I was concerned. I didn't care. Like, I didn't know. I didn't know who to root for. When I saw the first monster, I'm like, okay, do I root for them or do I root for the boy in the underwear?
Yeah, the boy in the underwear. Exactly. There was an element that it really could have been an earthquake, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Except for like this one, this one coming up the ramp thing, right?
Yeah.
When all of a sudden there's a definite organic problem going on there.
Right. Yeah. Actually, I probably would have liked this if it was just an earthquake movie.
Yeah.
Actually,
it would have been probably just as interesting. Yeah, there was just something about it that the creature didn't feel, except for that one scene right there, on the bridge, where
Spoiler alert.
where she comes out of the creature.
Yeah, no, that was a great scene. I like that where she was inside for a minute.
Yeah, that was a great scene, and not only that, that's a scene that you have to admit to a certain extent that you got to go to yourself, well, why doesn't that happen more often?
Right.
The monster swallowed me like a snake, but
I just happen to have a weapon on me.
and I had a way out. But
well, I think I've seen that in like Dragons, like Middle Ages, like the movies about that where the dragon swallows the guy
and the other one that
takes
you
his
saw,
sword.
the other one that you've seen is Sharknado. Yeah. So
Yes.
It's got pretty good company as far as where it's stealing its effects from, right?
Exactly.
Because Sharknado is the film, right?
I have one question that concerned me the whole time I was watching this. Okay, so if they're really in the Mariana Trench, how much water pressure do you think there would be? Like, do you think they'd be able to walk around?
See, well, that's what I was wondering. Is the it would have to be a hell of a suit, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Really a hell of a suit, and it's like one little crack, the pressure would just blast it apart.
And the French guy was like,
Run! There's debris falling.
I'm like, really? Run?
Run?
Have you ever tried to run underwater, just regular, like in regular water?
Yeah, under that kind of pressure, kind of makes you wonder, right?
Right.
But also I have to say that once we got down to the end sequence, I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
I kind of liked.
Do you think they went a little too far? Like, okay, my problem is it would have been fine with just one or two creatures, not like they didn't have to go that far.
Right. Well, they had Cthulhu, but what they wanted is they
didn't need
lots
Cthulhu.
of little Cthulhus. Yeah,
They should have done like Alien, where they just had a few creatures attacking them.
Right. Exactly. But it's that exaggeration thing. It's that it has to be.
It's the Marvel thing.
Well, there's this thing about every enemy has to be the enemy of all mankind, not just the enemy of one or two people. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that is overdone because, let's face it, it just really doesn't happen, right?
Right.
That's the thing that kind of bothers me. That was the thing that I was thinking when I went to see it, that at some point it was going to be the destruction of all mankind was going to be on the table, right?
Well, do you understand my point, though? It's like, okay, Jurassic Park, right?
Right.
I think the Velociraptors are enough. And then if you had like you had the dinosaurs already, but if you had one that was like 800 times the size, it was like, bigger than the planet, like, I think that, what's the point, really, is what my question is. It's like, absolutely. It's still a threat to the mankind if you have a bunch of those small characters.
Yeah, but therefore it isn't personal anymore. It's
and he really didn't do anything. He just kind of went and waved his arms around. I'm like, oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. That's true. But at the same time, Kristen Stewart playing a 12-year-old boy, she did a pretty decent job of.
No, it wasn't terrible. Yeah, like I said.
But I have to say, is the older the French guy.
Yeah.
The ex-French guy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed him a lot.
Actually, I usually like him when I see him in movies.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name right now.
Absolutely. No, I liked him a lot, and I liked the other girl, and I liked the guy that they drag around.
It was Vincent Castle, right?
Right.
Yeah, he's like, I always like him. I'm usually not disappointed by him. Like, even in Black Swan, he was good.
Right, exactly.
But no, he's the only thing. Okay, my big problem with this movie is that, well, obviously, I liked how long it was first, but with that said, it's like, I think it just kind of opened. Like, we got 30 seconds to get familiar with the main character, and then all of a sudden, it hits the fan, and then it's all action. We don't learn anything about anybody really, unless there's like a picture hanging somewhere or something.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying is it's the whole thing escalates so quickly, and then eventually becomes the escalation of it's the enemy of all mankind that we're dealing with.
Right. Well, don't you think this should have gone The Abyss? Like, I think The Abyss was a better movie.
Oh yeah, no, oh absolutely.
So I think people should watch that instead.
But also,
just so you know,
just because. But also, I did like the visuals of it. Except for the going in the water with the murky water was a little bit there's a little bit too much of walking through murky water stuff.
Spoiler alert.
Well, there was some confusion, like, you know, when the French guy, well, we've already ruined this movie, so when the French guy was getting killed, it was just so chaotic, and you couldn't see what was going on, because it was hard to see through the water.
Right.
And
it's hard to tell where you were. You know, that's, but I suppose that they're trying to give you the feeling that you get underwater is,
yeah,
feeling
disoriented.
Disoriented.
I did like the scene where the things were hanging down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, first you see some pipes hanging down, and then you're like, okay, then you see like some hands. You're like, oh, whoa, what's that?
Whoa. Whoa, what is this, lunch? I don't understand. Yeah, no. But altogether, I liked it enough to go like a 2.8.
Whoa, see, I'm like at a 2.3.
Oh, are you? You're below.
I'm below average. Because I thought it was like, I've seen this 100,000 times before. I mean, it was just missing LL Cool J and Samuel L. Jackson and a shark.
And a shark coming down the hallway?
Right.
So, yeah, there you go.
The trailer was exactly what it was, though. I gotta say that.
It was.
The trailer basically was the movie. In fact, I'd rather just watch the trailer and not have had 2 hours of my time taken, and then I'll go watch The Abyss.
Exactly. Oh, that is so true. And, yeah.
I think, yeah, so we wrap that one up quick.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, perfect. 14 minutes. Thanks for joining us on the Dream Warrior Review podcast. Don't forget to tell your friends about us, follow us, and, of course, like us. We can be found on Podbean, which is an amazing app, YouTube, Stitcher, Alexa on any pod, iTunes, Google Play. We're on Twitter as well, at DW Review, and, of course, Facebook. You can find us there. You can also email us at dreamwarriorreview@gmail.com.